Oh, my heat light is going. Is my fan working? That's not good. Oh, I should pull over. Pull over.
My journey begins at North America's most northern drivable point. The plan is to ride through Canada and America before crossing over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 3 across North America. Good morning from Sarnia. Today is going to be a big day. We're going to head to Ottawa, the capital of Canada. And actually, I've booked accommodation. I have to make it there because I booked accommodation there. And it's actually really cool accommodation. I'm going to be staying in a prison. What the? I'm staying in a prison. Okay, anyway, I'm staying in a prison. And yeah. See, this is why I don't like booking ahead. I was a bit worried about, because it's such a cool place, but I booked ahead, and now I have to drive 670 kilometers. And it's actually 2 days since I crossed the border because I had a problem, but I'll explain that in a second. Here, let's have a look at the map, and then we'll head out. So this must be one of the most southern points in Canada, actually, the Ontario Peninsula. I'm in Sarnia, and I need to head up towards Ottawa, which is all the way over here. It's like almost 700 kilometers away, 670 kilometers. It's going to be a massive day, and I've kind of done it to myself again. But yeah, I better get going because I'm just going to be on the highway the whole time. So yeah, let's get going. I just talked to those really nice people. They were curious about what I was up to, and I told them, and they're like, oh, they're so excited. They're like, oh, I gotta watch you on YouTube. All right, so I'll explain what happened. So I picked up those little memory chips, the SSDs, and so I had 5 of them, 4 terabytes each, and I have like a little computer thing that I put them into. So that computer thing is called, okay, this is going to be really nerdy. That computer thing is called a NAS, Network Attached Storage. And basically, it takes all those memory chips and makes one big hard drive out of them. One big memory pool. And it's really great for me because I have so much footage that I need to store. Now this is where it gets super nerdy. I put those chips in, and I wanted to add them to the memory pool. And then at the same time, I also wanted to change the configuration. So I was going, this is so nerdy, guys. I wanted to go from RAID 5, RAID 5 to RAID 6. So basically, it's just a different configuration. RAID 6 allows 2 of those chips that I put in there to fail. RAID 5 only allows 1, so I wanted to switch it to RAID 6 just because I can't lose my data, right? Like I need to, basically I need my data to be safe. So I'm switching to RAID 6. And I thought it wouldn't take very long to add those chips and to change the formatting to RAID 6. It took 36 hours. And I thought, oh, this is not going very fast. And if I turn this computer off, there's a chance I'll lose data. So I decided, well, I'm gonna just stay another night here and let that task complete. Now the task is complete, and now I have to drive 670 kilometers to Ottawa in one day. So it's a bit of a day. And I don't want to miss the jail, so I'm gonna make my way all the way to Ottawa and see if I can stay at the jail. But according to this, I'll get there at 5:19, and that's not too bad actually, but it just means I have to keep moving the whole time. I shouldn't stop for very long. 20-minute slowdown. Oh no. Oh, my heat light is going. Is my fan working? That's not good. My heat light should not be going on the highway. Gotta get some air through the radiator. It didn't, last time it was in a slowdown, it did not kick on. I'm just gonna check to see if my fan is actually on. I can't really hear it. Oops. It's not on. There's the wire. Okay, yeah, the fan is not turning when it definitely should be. So I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that later. I don't want these problems. They should just work. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I'm not so happy about the fan thing. I'm pretty sure I heard it going when I was in Colorado and it was overheating in the mountains, but it was not going here, and it should be. So maybe it's a loose connection or something, I don't know. Well, hopefully I can keep moving fast enough to keep air going through the radiators. So basically the way engines in most motorcycles and cars work is that you have an engine and it's generating heat, and then you have the coolant going around the engine. So you have coolant going kind of flowing around the engine, and that coolant then flows to the radiator. And then the radiator is basically transferring heat out of the coolant and into the air. So basically this radiator needs air running through it to move heat away from it. So when you're on the highway or whatever, you're always going through the air and you have air going through your radiators. Well, when you're going slow, there's no air going through, right? So that's why it was overheating in this traffic. So that's why you have a fan. So the fan ensures that air is going through the radiator and this kind of thing. But when the fan doesn't work, the engines could overheat. I know for a fact that that fan is like $500. And I'm not sure when I can get a new fan because I'm going from Halifax to Europe. And I'm on a bit of a schedule here, so. But I'm glad at least we're moving again. And my fuel light is just gone on. Oh, okay, I figure while I'm here I'm just gonna get some food. That way I don't have to stop again later. Alright, time to go. Another slowdown, but I think I'm moving fast enough to keep the bike cool. Oh, really started to slow down now. Light's not on yet, but I can definitely feel the heat coming off the bike. Oh, light's on. I don't like this. This is really frustrating. I should pull over. Pull over. The only thing I can think of, when I had the battery thing and all the lights were flashing and all that stuff, maybe I damaged the fan or a fuse or something. It's so tempting just to rip down the shoulder, but it's just not the right thing to do. The light's still on, just waiting for it to turn off. Okay, the light just turned off. Let me see how far I can make it. My Google Maps says 14 minutes slow down, so I don't know if I can last 14 minutes. But I have to stop, because if I don't, I'm gonna have other issues. Like, I'll damage the engine, damage the cooling system, and then even then, if I don't do those things, like eventually the coolant's gonna boil over, and I'll run out of coolant, and then I'll be stranded that way for sure. Oh, big accident here. Is this why it slowed down? I thought it was the construction. Man, that's a big crash. Wow. Alright, we should be good now. I hope. Oh, slow it down again. Why? In some parts of the world, you're allowed to split lanes, so you're allowed to ride between the cars. And I actually looked on my phone. Is this allowed in Ontario? No, it's not allowed in Ontario. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to overheat again. Oh yes. Get some movements, get some air through those radiators. You know, if I'm lucky, it's just going to be a fuse. But this bike doesn't have very many fuses on it, so I would have thought other things would not be working as well if a fuse had gone, but I think everything is working, so. Oh, crash ahead, it says. It's not my day, is it? My estimated arrival time keeps getting extended. Oh my god. You know, I'm not even in Toronto yet, and this whole road is red and yellow. Oh, it's gonna overheat for sure. They're just not moving. Man, the traffic is bad in Ontario. Oh my god, this lights on. Let's pull over here. Alright, the light's off. Let's keep going. Well, I think the sun's gonna go down in a bit. And I still have an hour and a half. It's getting cold.
Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark, no blinding light or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. And I'll follow you into the dark.
Oh, this is the jail. Hi, I booked a room for tonight, I think.
The room will be on the level 4.
Okay.
412, it's your room number.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, enjoy your stay.
Wow, this is quite the place. Okay, this is really cool. Oh my god. This is my cell. Oh my god. I paid $80. I paid $80 to stay in this room. And it's this big. I'm literally paying to stay in a jail cell. I kind of like it. This is cool. This is kind of awesome, actually. I was just looking at the sign. It's about John Patterson, described as a feeble old man and given a 2-month jail sentence to punish him for his homelessness, but also give him a warm place for the winter. Well, I'm kind of homeless. I'm a bit like John, so I'm just paying for it. And there's a criminal code with rules. Quiet time. All right, let's go for a little explore. So I think upstairs is where death row was. Death Row Heritage Center, okay. So these were the cells where people that were sentenced to be hanged had to wait before the deed happened. And yeah, look at this. Oh my God. Oh, it's really heavy. It's fairly creepy, to be honest. And they do say the place is haunted and that you'll hear voices at night or you'll see figures hanging, floating at the foot of your bed, this kind of thing. Oh, I don't know about this place. But anyway, 710 people were hanged here while the jail was open. In 1972, the jail closed, and then at that point, a hostel company took it over and turned it into a hostel. But it should be noted that Canada abolished the death penalty in 1976. But this is solitary confinement. Now it has showers. I might come here later because I need a shower. Well, I'm going to speak quietly because I have neighbors. But it's nice to be back in Canada again, actually. It's, I don't know, it just feels different. It feels like home a little bit, although I'm on totally the wrong side of the country. But as for the motorbike and the fan issue, I think tomorrow I'm going to try to take the seat off and just check the fuses, because honestly I'd be so surprised if that fan actually failed while the bike is still so new. Does it have 20,000 kilometers on it? Maybe 21 now. So, but as for the hostel, I have to say it's pretty cool. It's a little creepy, but yeah, I'm up for as many unique experiences as I can get. So this is definitely one of them. I'll let you know in the next video, the morning for me, if I see any ghosts or hear any voices or anything like that. But anyways, today was a massive day, nearly 700 kilometers. And I was just like, you know, just lots of road, and that all that traffic around, I think it was Guelph and east of Guelph. I've never seen so many slowdowns. Like, that was pretty crazy. And yeah, I had to pull over twice with a bike, so it's a little, yeah, a little tough today. But I made it here, and I'm getting pretty close to Halifax. I'm going to go to Bathurst first because I have a friend there, and I've been mailing parts to him, and he's going to allow me to work in his garage and just fix up the bike before I ship it off to Europe. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting close. So yeah, so 2 more days, and then I'll be in Bathurst, and then from there Halifax is fairly close, and maybe a day of riding to Halifax from Bathurst. So yeah, anyways, if you like the video or you want to follow my trip from Alaska all the way to New Zealand, well, there is the subscribe button down below, and that'll definitely help me, and it'll help you follow along with my trip. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.